Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in again. I appreciate you always coming back and listening to me babble. Today I have some cards for you that I picked up in August. So this is another edition of my August pickups. And these cards represent a component of my collection that I've collected for a very long time. And those are cards that capture some of the history of the sport. For example, World Series cards, highlight cards, league leader cards, and all-star cards. So I've collected those for a very long time. I've got a couple of binders over there full of them. And these cards today are more of those cards, those types of cards. Though they're not the standard ones, they are Topps Now cards. And most of you guys are familiar with Topps Now. If not, Topps issues these cards on a daily basis on their website, and that you can go out there and you can order these cards for 24 hours. And once the 24-hour window is done, then they close the ordering. So every single card has a different print run depending on how many were ordered. So. And I don't know if there's a limited number that you can order. So if something significant happened, you can order 100 of them. Probably can. I have no idea. But in any case, so they're a pretty limited run. I think typically you get less than 10,000 for each of the cards. Sometimes around 1,000, depending on what it is. But Topps releases these on a daily basis. So every single year there's quite a large number of Topps Now cards that are available. Usually up into the 800 to 1,000 cards at the end of the season. So I'm going to show you a few of those today that I got in August, and I'll show you a few of those that I've had in my collection that I'm adding to it. So these are all Cardinals. So as you can imagine, the first one is here. You know what? Let me light. The first one commemorates Mr. Pujols and his return to the Cardinals and hitting his first home run as a Cardinal after coming back to the team from the Angels. So super exciting time for St. Louis. That is a fact. You know, sometimes when star players leave their home teams, their initial home teams, they get vilified. You know, I think LeBron James was one of those guys. They burned his jerseys or something silly like that in the streets or whatever. But as a fan, you can understand that, right? And there was some of that when Pujols left St. Louis. We just couldn't understand. If you ask anybody in St. Louis, and of course we're a little blindsided, right? But if you asked anybody in St. Louis the day before he left, would he sign with somebody else? There's no way. There's just no way. But he did. And it turns out that everything worked out, right? So he came back to St. Louis and he ended up his Hall of Fame career with us. So we're good with that. So anyway, this one commemorates that home run, first home run back. So some of these Topps Now cards have more text on the back to describe the moment. This particular card doesn't. It just has another picture on the back of the card, which is fine with me. Usually the information on the front is enough enough for me. So also, if you take a look at, if you're not familiar with these cards, in the gray little boxes up here, it's the date. So it gives you the exact date that this moment happened. So it's pretty cool. And there you go. So that's that one there. The next one is Adam Wainwright, second pitcher on the Cardinals to reach 2,000 career strikeouts. The first, of course, was Mr. Bob Gibson, but there you go. Wainwright is a local hero and a fan favorite, as you can imagine. One of the big three that carried the Cardinals into the century and through the early parts of 2020 decade. So this is the back. You can see it's got some words there. And also you notice the number 847, card 847. So every year Topps starts over at 1. when they do their the next year sets, which makes sense, right? So so this card is number 847, so this is the 847th Topps Now card that they produced in 2021. So you can see they have quite a bit. The next one is from 2021 also, and this commemorates the Cardinals breaking their club record with a 15th straight win. This occurred in the months of September of 2021, so that was a pretty exciting baseball to watch. They actually ended up with 17 straight wins that year, but 15 was the record, so we got a Topps Now card out of that one. So pretty cool there. So. And another one from, this is from 2022, but another Pujols one, commemorating his 697th career home run, putting him 4th on the all-time home run list. There you go. And then shortly after that, he was the 3rd player to collect 2,200 RBI. So that's pretty awesome there, right? Of course, the other two were Aaron and Ruth. So pretty stellar company. So those are the ones I got in August this month. And but I had a few others. I'll just show you. I'll just bring those out as well. This one is Molina and Yogi Berra. Molina getting his 2,151st hit as a catcher, putting him past Yogi Berra for 5th on the all-time hits by catcher. So of course Molina and Pujols and Wainwright, those are the trio that we just adore those guys here in St. Louis. Another one from Pujols, 4th player to hit 700 home runs. Mr. Pujols got a little extra breakfast there that day. It looks like he's a little stocky there, but you know what? That's all right. It's got a cool picture of him on the back. And you can see really nice photography, very well done. They got the very well done on these cards. And the next one is from 2023. Jordan Walker getting his first major league hit on opening day of that year. Wife and I were actually at this game, so it was pretty exciting. And Jordan Walker came up very, very much hyped as the next coming of a superstar that the Cardinals needed. It hasn't quite worked out yet, but there's still a glimmer of hope we got. So kind of an odd picture on the back, but yep, first major league hit for Jordan Walker. And the last one I have is another Jordan Walker, tying Hall of Famer Ted Williams for the hit streak to begin his major league career. It's not the longest, but just noting that he tied Ted Williams with 9 games with a hit to start his major league career. And you can see the back talks a little bit about that, and it also notes who has the longest, Mr. Eddie Murphy. Hey, who knew that? Who knew he played baseball also, right? 12 straight hits in the 1912 season for Mr. Eddie Murphy. So there you go. So those are my Topps Now cards. Again, pretty cool. I'm really digging these things, and I'm sure I'll get some more as we go along. So thanks for watching.